Welcome back to a brand new game for the channel. This is Dirt 5. Yes, I got my hands on Dirt 5 gameplay 4 months before this game is supposed to come out, so mega props to Codemasters for hooking me up with Dirt 5 early to check out, play myself, share some of my thoughts with, and showcase it here for you guys today. Now, 2 things before we do get too far into this video. 1, I did want to start this off by saying, obviously, I've got this game very, very early, so if there's anything you guys want to see, if there's any cars you want me to check out, or if you guys have any questions for Codemasters and want some answers, please put them in the comments down below, and I will do my best to make it happen. So if you do want to see some more Dirt 5 gameplay, make sure you subscribe. And 2, obviously, this is a super, super early look. This game, this version that I'm playing right now, doesn't have all of the features. It is far from complete, so there's obviously also a lot of work that needs to still go into this game. So this particular version, there's a lot of known errors that are already in here that are going to be fixed before release. For example, there's some flickering graphics you may notice as we're scrolling through the cars. There's some audio bugs that may happen. You may also notice that the cars look like they're almost floating off the ground a little bit. It's just the nature of playing a game this early before it comes out. There's always going to be little things like that that you may want to take a notice of and be aware that they're going to get fixed. Anyways, in this particular version of the game, we've actually got 4 different maps to go in and check out the different types of stuff that they're working on behind the scenes. We're going to check out the weather because that is honestly super cool. Probably the coolest thing in this entire game, if I'm honest. But we've also got 12 different classes of cars in here. Obviously, you've got your retro rally stuff, like your 80s and your 90s rally cars, which is awesome. You've got your modern rally stuff, which is always cool to mess around with. But you've also got some more, I'll say, lesser known rally racing and off-road racing stuff. Like, you've got aerial nomads in this game. You've got local motors rally fighters in this game. And you've also got, like, these sprint off-road cars that basically, the best way to describe it is off-road NASCAR, which is just insane. Spoiler alert, you do not go in a straight line. If you are not drifting in these, you are doing something wrong. Anyways, you're probably watching this video being like, how's the Dirt 5 handling? And if I'm gonna be brutally honest, the handling in this game is okay, I guess. It honestly just feels a little bit too easy to drive and too easy to go fast everywhere and be like good at the game. So full disclosure with you guys, I'm actually currently playing with all of the assists off minus automatic gears. I have automatic gears turned on right now just because when I kept playing in the game right now, you can't actually like map your own controls, and I kept pressing the wrong button, so I just said stuff it. I'll play with automatic gears and deal with it. So I have every single other assist off, and honestly, when you're driving around, it feels like the game is trying to drive for you. It feels like it's counter steering for you, and it feels like if you're going into a corner too fast, it taps the brakes for you almost. I get that it's an arcade game and they want it to be accessible to everybody, but for someone like me, and if you're probably watching this video for yourself, you're probably very familiar with a lot of racing games, and for me personally, it didn't feel very rewarding when I got around and got into first place or pulled a massive slide through a corner just because it felt like there was some behind-the-scenes stuff going on. For example, when you bump into a wall, it's almost like you aren't really penalized for it. You carry so much speed through. You can just kind of bump off the walls and you'll be just fine. The only time you can really get into trouble is when you properly get on the gas too much and you just spin yourself out. That happens sometimes when you're driving those like NASCAR off-road type of things. Or if you hit something on the road that's like planted there and you just end up flipping your car and you end up doing a double barrel roll, for example. Honestly though, the more and more I played it, the more I could feel myself getting more comfortable with the game and more comfortable with like the physics and stuff, but at the end of the day, it honestly felt just a little bit too easy and not really rewarding when I nailed a big drift or when I came first, because it felt like there were some like behind the scenes assists and stuff going on. At the end of the day though, you're probably asking yourself, is it fun to play though? And I would say, yeah, it is pretty fun to play because you can pull off these huge slides. You do get your car going super fast and pulling these crazy jumps. It is really, really fun at the end of the day. Speaking of things that are really, really fun, this weather is absolutely amazing. So You've obviously seen us driving around, and it's been like a lovely sunny day and stuff. Well, that is not the only weather. They've actually got dynamic weather in this game that will change and evolve throughout your races and as you play. So, for example, if it starts to rain, you'll notice the track gets super muddy and so on like that. However, I started this race up in like the evening, and then the sun set, and then the snow started coming in, and then we had a thunderstorm in the middle of the night. It was absolutely insane. Seriously, the best weather effects I think I have ever seen. It is absolutely mind-blowing when you're driving and you're basically driving blind, aiming at lights and brake lights of other cars and just kind of hoping that you can get around the circuit safely. That's when this game truly goes like, oh damn, okay, now I've got to drive properly. I am not even joking when I say the weather in this game is an 11 out of 10. They have absolutely nailed it, smashed it out of the park. It is perfect, this weather system. Please don't change that. You might also be wondering about the maps we played around as well. Like I said, there's 4 in this particular version of the game, and one of them in particular just feels a little bit strange, honestly. Like, you head up this huge hill straight at the start, and you get so much air with your car. Honestly, if you were driving any of these cars, the majority of them would probably snap in half. Like I said, I get it. It's an arcade game, but it feels a little bit strange. They're really, really cool, and they all present like different driving challenges, but it kind of just takes that little realism factor back a notch, which I get it. It's an arcade game, but I would like it to be a little bit more legit, if that makes sense. And then anyways, after all of this, there is the coolest part of this game, the thing that you're going to be doing most of the time, and that is the career mode. And by the sounds of it, it is absolutely insane. Now, obviously, in this particular version of the game, we don't have any career mode stuff, so we don't have any gameplay of that just yet, but there are some key points that I did want to talk about because, oh man, it sounds so cool. When you jump into the Dirt 5 career mode, you are going to be presented with actual characters with voices and rivals who will want to battle you and take you down. You have to earn your way through over 130 events in this game until you get to the main event where you go against some of those rivals and the characters that you've met along the way to take them down. And best of all, you have actual progression in this game. Obviously, you're going to be able to start and pick which sort of class of racing you want to jump into with some money that you're given right off the start. But after that, you're on your own. You've got to earn your way up through the ranks. You will be earning money from winning races, obviously, and earning objectives and completing challenges like that. But you've also got sponsors in this game who will be paying you money. You'll be signing real-world sponsors. You've got things like Pepsi, Goodyear, and so on that you are going to toss onto your car, and based on your performance, they're going to give you less or more money. Not to mention, those sponsors are also going to give you more liveries that you can toss onto your car and more parts for your cars themselves, so you can customize your cars and make them even faster. You'll obviously have to amass a bunch of sponsors, earn your money, earn your way through the ranks, unlocking and purchasing a bunch of different vehicles so you can try out all of those 12 different classes. And then once you've got through those 130 events, you'll be able to go against and into the main event. Honestly, by the sounds of it, this career mode is going to be right up my alley, so it's something I'm definitely looking forward to. It sounds like a really fun experience that we haven't actually seen in a little while, so yes, I am definitely looking forward to it. And best of all, actually, you can actually play career mode with 4 of your friends. It is insane. And last but not least, I know it's the big trend right now, which is crossplay. Obviously, a bunch of games have it. COD, Fortnite, even Need for Speed has crossplay right now, and you're probably wondering about Dirt 5, and unfortunately, there won't actually be crossplay between Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. However, because this game is coming out so close to the release of the new console generation, there will be crossplay between, say, for example, the PS5 and the PS4, for example. And the same is true for Xbox as well. So, for example, you may choose to get the brand new Xbox when it comes out. You will be able to play with all of your friends who are on their older Xbox Ones. And honestly, that's about it so far for what we know about Dirt 5. Obviously, this game is very, very new, and there will be a bunch more stuff happening over the next little while, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, we'll obviously have to see what happens with those physics. Maybe they'll improve as the game gets closer to release. We will have to see. But regardless, like I said, this is a game that's right up my alley, honestly, the more and more I heard about the career mode. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited for it. We will have to see what happens with all of the other stuff. Like I said, if there's anything in particular that you guys do want to see, let me know in the comments down below. I will do my best to make it happen, and I will see you guys soon with some more Dirt 5 gameplay. See you guys then. Bye!